Morning, Sunday the 29th of October 2017. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom Talk, a day which started out very nice, I have to say. The sun was out, I've cycled to and from church, and here I am, and it's gone very dark outside suddenly. Very, very dark at the end of the world. Because, of course, we got Halloween just round the corner now, boys and girls, haven't we? Oh, yes. Little people will be knocking at your door, begging for sweeties. Who wants my sweeties? Yes. Will you give sweets, or will you give a treat? Or make sure you've got sweets in the house, by the way. Oh my God! The perish of thought you'd have to open your wallet and give the little people, give the nice little people some money. No, just a handful of sweets to do it. That's all you need, a handful of sweets as they knock on that door. Yes. In olden times, I think they used to have vats of oil above the door and someone pushed a button somewhere and they were tipped in boiling hot water. Maybe that wasn't the children. Maybe it was people trying to attack the castle, was it? Or something like that. Very, very worrying it was. Yes. Anyway, so yesterday after I finished chatting to you, I did a bit more gardening yesterday. I planted my bluebell bulbs at last and I've put those kind of in a corner in the lawn. Sort of in the lawn, but I don't really go that area, so it doesn't matter if it doesn't get mown for a while. Because you see, once the bulbs have come up, after they have flowered, you can't just mow them down or cut them down. Otherwise, you don't get any flowers next year. They come up, and the word is blind. They actually come up blind. Okay? So you must leave them, dear. So I did those, and I planted my two little pine trees, which I purchased from Baker, Baker. Baker.com, I think it is, something like that. And I'm surrounded by pine trees here. You're probably thinking, why did he plant pine trees? Because one of them has blue cones. I don't think I've got a picture of them here. No, one of them's got blue cones and one of them's got red cones. And I thought that would be a really nice thing. Now, in about 10 years' time, when I'm still here chatting to you, okay, I'll be able to show you a picture of the little... In fact, I'll take a picture every year or something and we can see them grow. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'll have an album on Facebook. What a good idea. You see, I'm full of good ideas. If you need any ideas about anything at all, just come to me and let me know what you want to know. All right? Let's say good morning to some of our early adopters this morning. First in with the messages this morning is the lovely Nathan. Good morning, Nathan. Morning to you, sir. Good morning to Shania on her birthday today as well. Do not worry, Shania. You will be sung to at some point. You know, in the next 45 minutes to an hour, I will sing to you. Unless I get hungry, in which case it'll be earlier. I was hoping to have some chips this afternoon, some Slimming World chips. But unfortunately, I've only got one potato. And one potato doesn't do too many chips. You know, I found the best potatoes at the moment are not from Waitrose or Sainsbury's or Tesco's or the Co-op. Aldi have got the best potatoes. They're like this. My God, you have to have 3 people to carry each potato out while avoiding fights at the checkout in Aldi, which happened a couple of weeks ago. I told you all about that, the fight at the checkout. Not involving me, incidentally. I'm a peace-loving person. I'm very peaceful and loving. Yes. We did a Mary hymn today. Now, what was the one? Oh, I can't remember. How annoying is that? Oh, sorry. We did a Mary hymn today, which I thought was a bit odd. All Saints' Day next week. Shania, perhaps you'll advise me here. I think All Saints' Day is a holy day of obligation. Please let me know if that's correct or not. Good morning to Lee Marshall, DJ on Birmingham DAB station, something FM. Good morning. Morning, Lee. Hope you had a nice weekend. I'm surprised you're up. Aren't you DJing until like 10 o'clock in the morning or something like that? Something ghastly like that. All hours of the day and night, eh, Lee? Good morning, Lee. Good morning, Diane. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just going further and further down the list, Diane. 4th today. Dear me. Morning, Mark Jones. Austin likes the garden. Thank you, Austin. Danny Davis is with us this morning, as indeed is Merlin. One moment, please. Let's get back to... Oh, shut up, Chris. Just a moment. Let me mute that. There we are. That's it. One moment there. Back forward. Morning to Daniel in Camberley. Kelly Witt said, good morning, Kelly. Up in Lincolnshire, where the sausages come from. Sausages. Sausages. Now, if you're wondering why I'm doing that, sausages. There used to be this programme on the telly, That's Life, which I love very much. Good morning to Dat Access on Periscope and Ross in Australia, who's on the YouTube live this morning. Good morning to you too. All right. Yes, it's sausages. It was a programme that used to be on the telly called That's Life, hosted by Esther Ranzen. Hello, and welcome to That's Life. On today's show... Yes, she had a lot of teeth. I had a lot of teeth once, but I had braces. Clearly she didn't bother. Mind you, with all the money she's got, she could have them yanked out of her head and had a new load of plastic ones put in. She could afford to do that. Hello, and welcome to That's Life. On this, it used to be on Sunday night. It was a good show, actually. It was like consumer affairs, like example. If you've lost money on something, they would cover that story. But it was also comedy as well. There was some old bloke with glasses who used to sit in an armchair. I found him a bit boring. Bill Buckley was on there as well. He's on the radio a lot here in the UK. He's a friend of mine, actually, Bill Buckley on the Facebook. Yeah, great show. It was That's Life. Anyway, they had a dog on there, and it used to be able to say sausages. It would. They'd have this dog. Go on, say sausages. 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 I loved it. You can probably look it up on YouTube. Not while I'm on, incidentally. Please don't look anything up on YouTube while I'm on. We can't afford to lose numbers, dear. We're not even up to 1,000 yet. It's outrageous. Please stay with us. Look it up on YouTube. Just type in That's Life Sausages and you'll probably find it there. Sausages. Sausages. Okay. Morning, Ray Reynolds. Good morning. Ex-DJ, host, ukulele player, present ukulele player. Ray Reynolds, good morning. Good morning to Russell Bruce. Good morning, Russell. Here I am. Old hat, apparently. According to you. Am I old hat? Is that right, Russell? Good morning, Russell. Russell's a very good friend of mine. Worked with him in Notting Hill, of all places. Notting Hill! I know. I have done posh places, Posh, dear, posh. Morning to Ace Medina. That's a lovely name, Ace. Ace, hi to you. Good morning, Ace. Whereabouts are you, sir? Ray says, put your clock right. Oh, dear me. Oh, the one clock I haven't corrected. Unbelievable. Thank you, Ray Reynolds. One moment, please. Oh, I haven't got the other clock up here now. 20, isn't it? 11:20. Just a moment, please. One moment, please. We're trying to adjust. Thank you, Ray. You're the only one that noticed that. Look at that. 20. Oh, I can't get the damn thing to go round. 1 minute. What is it? 11:20? 11:21? 11:21 now. Thank you. 11:21. There we are. 1 moment. How am I going to put that back on? Was it there? It was there, wasn't it? Oh, God. Oh, Christ. This is... Yeah, never listen to viewers, because they muck up the blooming show, Ray Reynolds. 1 moment. I'm never going to get this back on, am I? No. I'm in it. There it is. There we are. We are now showing the correct time because, of course, clocks went back. We had an extra hour in bed. I have to say, I didn't really notice the extra hour in bed because usually on a Sunday I get up for 7:30 for church. So Saturday night I would have gone to bed around about 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30. Okay, then I get up again at 7:30 and I cycle to church. Well, this morning, of course, I had an extra hour. I've got to admit, I didn't notice the extra hour. I was still tired when I got up. I'm in a permanent flux of tiredness. That's what's going on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Morning to Peter Pan, Neverland. Good morning, Peter Pan. Lee did a private party till late. What time did you go to bed, Lee? How late are we talking? So clearly, Lee, you're not one to stay in bed all day like some of these blooming DJs. Oh, isn't it and some non-DJs as well. What's all that about, everyone? Staying in... Who's in bed now? I bet you're in bed, aren't you? You're in bed, watching me. Come on, get up. There's more to do than sit there watching this rubbish every day. Good morning to Jonathan from the Midlands, home of ATV and Central Television. Good morning, Jonathan. Hope you're well this morning. Hope your friend had a nice birthday. Richard Lee Rich is there. Good morning, Richard. Like Watchdog. No, Lee, not quite like Watchdog. It was much more humorous and fun. The whole consumer thing was only a little part of it. There might well be whole episodes of That's Life on YouTube. I found whole episodes of stuff on YouTube, including, if you were a fan of Larry Grayson's Generation Game, there is a pilot on there. Now, a pilot television program is they get an idea for a TV show and they get the people in, Larry Grayson in this case, and an audience and all that, and they film one. But it doesn't actually go out. They're trying it out. That's what a pilot TV show is. Everything you see on the telly will have had a pilot TV show made, which you haven't seen. Well, I have discovered the pilot TV show of Larry Grayson's Generation Game on YouTube, which you can watch. So do have a look at that if you like Larry Grayson. He was a great character. Wonderful, wonderful character. And he was as camp as a Christmas tree. I don't even know if he was gay. I think he probably was. What did he die of? Did he have pneumonia? I'm not quite sure what was wrong with him. But he was as camp as a Christmas tree. And it was hilarious. He took over from Bruce Forsyth. Late 70s, early 80s maybe, something like that. But Larry Grayson's Generation Game pilot episode. Type that into YouTube. When I finish, don't go. When I finish. And it's great entertainment. Really is. Old-fashioned entertainment. Good morning to Merlin, who says the clocks went back. However, the housekeeping staff at the hotel didn't get the message. Knock on the doorbell, goes in my suite at some stupid time. Hello, housekeeping. Was it in a foreign accent? Hello, housekeeping. We clean your room now, yeah? It's 7:30. Go away, dear. Go away. Poor Merlin. Oh, it's been dragged out of bed, haven't you? Poor old Merlin. Morning to Adrian. Who's in bed? Not me. Good, Adrian. You make sure you're up. Morning to Vera. Vera's with us this morning. And it's on my list, actually, Vera, what I'm going to tell people. Vera had the most wonderful Halloween jacket on last night. Can't remember what was on there. Actually, the design. She'd come back and tell us. But she had a Halloween jacket on. I thought, that's nice. Now, I've got a Last Night of the Proms jacket in my cupboard. All Union Jacks. It's very, very colourful and nice. And I wore it to Last Night of the Proms, where I was very, very, very lucky to get tickets for Last Night of the Proms this year, which I went to a few weeks ago, which was just out of this world. Absolutely out of this world. Anyway, Vera, who was in the pub last night, we had last night, nice night at work. Only took me an hour and 20 minutes to get there. On the Friday night, no, I didn't tell you, did you? 2 hours, 20 minutes to get to work on Friday. 2 hours, 15 minutes to get to work on Wednesday. It's every bloody night now. There's nothing I can do about it, and it will be like this until Christmas. Just have to leave a bit earlier, that's all there is, or give up the job. One of the two. Not ready to give up work yet, though. Not ready. Not ready yet. So anyway, I got there and we had cabaret artiste, singer sensation Kelly Wilde last night. Gloria, who was fantastic as always. Shame there weren't many people in though last night. It was a little bit of a quiet night in the pub. But we had a good time. And the thing is with Kelly Wilde, it doesn't matter whether there's 2 people in there or 200. She will get the room going. A lot of people run her down, Kelly Wilde. Okay? A lot of people do. But I've been working with that woman for 30 years. About 30 years. Maybe a little bit. No, yes, about 30 years. Because I think I was in Putney with her as well. And I've done nights with her, and the audience is flat. Flat as a pancake. Now, I never understand why this is. I had it actually a couple of Monday nights ago for the karaoke. 2 Monday nights ago, we were into the karaoke about an hour, and the audience were just as flat as pancakes. No one was reacting to anything. No one was talking to each other. Someone would sing, no one would clap. And why does that? I don't know why that happens. I honestly don't know why that happens. Anyway, Kelly and we've done nights and they've been as flat as pancakes. There hasn't been a single night in 30 years where I've worked with Kelly Wilde and she hasn't picked them up and thrown it back in their face, and they are damn well having a good time. She's really good at that. Really good at that. So a nice night last night. And her friend Jason Prince came along as well, and he sung a song. They've got a record coming out soon called We Are the Love, or Love is for Everyone, something like that. I can't remember what it was called now. But that's the record coming out soon, which is rather good. And Vera was sitting there, and she's got this Halloween jacket on. So I went down. I said, that is fantastic, Vera. And now she come back. Spider webs, thank you. She had spider webs on last night on this Halloween jacket. I come down and said, where'd you get that from? She said, Amazon, 20 quid. I said, is that all? She said, yeah. Well, I did no more. I came straight up to my brand new HP laptop, which is running things now. I'm pleased to tell you that I've now swapped over laptops to my new one. I keep laptops for 3 years and then I get a new one. Simply because they're used at work and I can't have a laptop fail. I always have a spare one with me anyway, you know, just in case. So the old one becomes the spare one. And the spare one now becomes the old one, and I'm looking for something to do with that at the moment. Don't know what I'm going to do with that one. I usually give them away. I don't give them away to someone who asks. I seek out someone. You know, I look around and... I'm starting to sound like a kind person now. I don't want you to think that. Please don't think that. Please don't think I'm a kind, nice person. That's not the character I portray. But I do. I seek out someone who possibly couldn't afford the thing that I'm about to give away. You know, or it would be difficult. I say, look, do you want this laptop? And, oh, yes, please. And that's it. But, of course, you've got to clear it first. Yeah, might be dodgy pictures on there. You know, not on the work laptop, I don't think so. But you've got to clear it all off and take it back to basics. And then generally I give stuff away to people. I give away loads of stuff, actually. So the new laptop's there. So I've come back on there and I've gone straight onto Amazon. Typed in Halloween jacket. Oh, my God. There's some wonderful jackets out there. How much do you think they are? No, incorrect. 20 quid. 20 quid for a Halloween jacket. And as well as the one with the spider's webs, which the lovely Vera had, she has spider's webs, they had skulls on. Now, I know this is a bit silly, but I felt a little bit worried having a jacket with skulls on in my house. You know, is that going to attract evil spirits in here? Evil! You know, I worry about... Isn't that silly? I worry about things like that. And I saw her spider's webs one, and there was other ones with, like, just silly things on. But then I found one, the skulls one, it was black and white. So it was all black and white. But then I found one with coloured skulls on. And I thought, that doesn't look as bad as the black and white skulls. You know, it was coloured ones. And, of course, much more... coloured skulls, much more acceptable in this politically correct world we live in now. You know, if I just had white skulls, people would complain, oh, they're all white skulls. Oh, you're racist. You're racist. They're all white skulls, wouldn't they? You're racist. They're all white skulls. So I've selected the one. You've got to take this politically correct stuff and turn it upside down and laugh at it. That's why. I'm going to come to... Oh, you've got to see the Daily Mail this morning. I'll come on to that in a minute. So there's all these coloured skulls all over it. The whole thing is coloured in. So I thought, that's the one. And I've ordered a large. Now, the only thing is, Vera ordered a small. Now, Vera isn't tiny. She's with us this morning. That's her on there, Vera Taylor, okay, on the Facebook. She's not a tiny person, but I wouldn't have put her as a small. She's ordered a small, and it's very big on her, I have to say. You know, I've ordered a large simply because usually I'm a large. However, I have to say, I mean, if I can stand up now, all my jackets are large. But I've lost the weight now, and look, they are starting to look... I can easily do this up now, right? They're starting to look a bit big now, aren't they? Look. I just have to go back on the crisps. That's what it was, tear it, wouldn't I? I'll have to go back on the crisps, I think. So I've ordered a large, and I'll see how that is. I mean, it's 20 quid anyway, so it's not too bad. I'm hoping it's going to arrive. Well, what day is Halloween? Oh, it's Tuesday, isn't it? I've got the quiz on Wednesday. I think I could stretch Halloween to the 1st of November, can't we? Eh? Don't you reckon? So I'm sure I'll have it by Tuesday. I haven't heard from Amazon yet. Actually, I'll probably check the emails when I finish a show and see if it's going to. It usually tells you when it's about to arrive. In fact, there has been. No, there's nothing on there. There has been occasions where I've had stuff. Where do I want to put that on there? I've had stuff arrive the very next day. You know, I've ordered stuff at night. For example, the Halloween jacket that I've ordered. It wasn't 20 quid. It was about £18 altogether. This and trousers as well. Trousers and jacket. Is there a tie? There might be a tie as well. I'm not quite sure actually. Anyway, I'm hoping it's going to arrive for tomorrow night so I can wear it at the karaoke tomorrow night. Now, Monday night karaoke, Central Station, Wharfdale Road, 8 till 11:30 with cheap drinks. Okay. But if it's not there for that, then I certainly hope I've got it for the show on. I'll do a show Tuesday at some point. Now, Tuesday night this week, there won't be a late show Tuesday night because I'm going to see my friend in London, Wayne. So we won't have a show Tuesday night or Tuesday morning. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to fit in a show Tuesday, but I'll try and do one. Then I can wear, if it arrives, my new Halloween jacket with multicoloured skulls, politically correct, very unracial. Is that the term? I'm not quite sure that is. So I'm hoping to wear that, and fingers crossed it will come. And I got that idea from Vera, who had the most wonderful jacket on last night. It was lovely to see you, Vera. It really was. Good morning to Danny Davis. Good morning, Danny. Hope you're well today. Heidi's there. Love is the Law. Thank you, Heidi. Love is the Law is the name of the track that Kelly... And is she on her own or is she with Jason singing that? Actually, I'm not sure. I know Jason wrote it. Very talented, isn't it? We've got all sorts of people, joining in this show. Writers and telly people and radio people. It's fantastic to be able to sit here. I know a few people on independent local radio, right? And they often say to me, they don't do this. They do this sort of job on radio and get paid for it, right? But I don't know if the term jealous is right. Because obviously I don't get paid for this. This is like fun. This is hobby. Would be nice to be offered my own television show on BBC One Colour, possibly with a small globe spinning behind me. But I do this and it's fun. The difference is I have complete freedom. We can do anything on this show. Say anything. The last thing I'd ever want to do is offend someone. They can't do that on independent radio. They've got 10 seconds or 20 seconds to say a line, the station name at the beginning and the end, and the time in the middle. Oh, God, how boring is that? Might as well be stacking shelves. And they're actually jealous of the fact, we can do this, the thing that we do together, you and I, It's just one of those things, really. I listen to radio a lot. In the car usually, and sometimes I think, if there was a station that I could possibly try, what one would it be? I think it would be Talk Radio, not LBC. LBC is very political. Talk Radio. Now you may not even know that station, but it's relatively new. They had a station many years ago, and it didn't work. They lost shed loads of money, but it's back on now. And it's on DAB all over the country. Talk Radio. I think possibly, if I was to try and get on one, that would be the one. That they kind of leave you to do your own thing on there. You've got some hard left people on there. You've got some hard right people in the middle, people just having a bit of fun. I think that's probably where I'd fit in. If I did. Good morning to Wayne. Good morning, Wayne, who says, I love a bit of Kelly, and you're right, she has an energy which infuses people. Like my tea, that's been infused this morning. Oh, I found some nice loose leaf tea, boys and girls. The Waitrose own one. Waitrose loose leaf tea. Quite nice. It's actually quite nice. Because, unfortunately, last week, I run out of Harrods number 14 breakfast tea. You remember we were up at Harrods a couple of weeks ago for some afternoon tea, and I like the tea so much that I went into the food hall and purchased. I think it was 300 grams of Harrods number 14 loose leaf tea, which is just absolutely delicious. And you don't need much. You know, you just a spoonful of tea, like a dessert spoonful of tea, in a pot, pour the water on, leave it for 5 minutes, and you've got the most beautiful tea. Better than any tea you could possibly get out of a tea bag. It really is. Anyway, ghastliness. I ran out of it, dear. I ran out of my Harrods tea. So, I've been looking around for some more tea, and I went into Waitrose a couple of weeks ago. I beg your pardon, I went into Waitrose last week and I thought, what loose tea have they got? And actually, they didn't have that much there, but they had the Twinings English breakfast. Now, I've had Twinings English breakfast tea bags before, and they're okay. So I bought that and the Waitrose own brand one. And I've been having the Twinings English breakfast loose leaf tea, you know, spoonful of tea in a pot, put the hot water on, and tea strainer and all that business. Not that, I have to say, not that nice. Not as nice as the tea bags. Isn't that odd? I don't know why. Just, it didn't taste nice. I did notice that the tea leaves are cut up really tiny, not like the ones from Harrods, which are quite long. So I've been having that. So I thought I'll try the Waitrose one. Now, that one isn't bad. The Waitrose own brand tea. Do yourself a favour. Get yourself a pot and a tea strainer and try loose leaf tea. I think you'll prefer it to tea bags. Is it much mucking about? Not really, no, it doesn't bother me. And there's something quite nice with taking a tray of tea with a pot and a cup and some milk into the living room and put it on the table, right? And just, you know, while you're watching television program, you know, just pouring it out like that. It's nice. And not only that, right? Not only that, but I've now got another load of tea from Amazon. I went on to Amazon, typed in English breakfast loose leaf tea, and I found one on there as well, which is quite nice. The only thing is, of course, you don't know what it tastes like. That's the thing. When you buy new tea, you've no idea really what it tastes. If it's black tea, then it's generally, it would be similar, whatever one you would have, but it wouldn't be the same. You can't just buy one black tea and the other completely different they can be. But the Harrods one I run out of. Fortunately, Ronnie has discovered you can order it off Harrods and they deliver it. But it's got to be at least 50 quid's worth, which is a lot. You know, that's a lot of tea. But 50 quid's worth will get you free delivery, and it lasts for months and months anyway. So I've ordered that. I'm waiting for my tea to arrive from Harrods, dear. I wonder if a little green van will bring it over. How fabulous would that be? Just imagine what the neighbours... Oh, he's having something delivered from Harrods. I love it, dear. One moment, please. Merlin says you can always get them tailored, the Halloween jacket, but suit jackets. Yes, you can. And apparently, Merlin, I was listening to a bloke on the radio the other day, and he was saying, how did we get into the situation of, you know, going and buying a jacket for like 400... I mean, none of my jackets were 400 quid. Okay, but you go and buy a jacket for 400 pounds. How did that happen? You know, when you can go up to Savile Row and have an entire suit made for less than that. Or here's a tip for you. Don't know if you've ever been to Thailand, anyone. I would like to go to Thailand at some point when I can be bothered to get back on a plane again. At the moment, I'm really off planes and airports. I personally have never really had a problem at a plane or an airport. I just can't, you know, I've not really had massive delays or anything like that. I just can't be bothered with it. All that mucking around and hanging around all the time. So I don't fly at the moment. I hate it. But I would like to go to Thailand. I know many people that have gone to Thailand and specifically to have suits made and buy them because they are pennies. You probably get an entire suit. Little man comes out and measures you. You know, what would you like? Da, 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 da. Then he opened it. My mate told me this, David Rosen, who's a DJ. When he first went to Thailand and he went over there and they measured him and then they opened this cupboard. What lining would you like? You can have Calvin Klein, Ralph. And there's all this lining in there. He said, okay, come back tomorrow. Right? Comes back tomorrow. There's an entire suit made for him for like 50 quid. So you'd have several made, wouldn't you? All different colours. Bright colours. We want bright colours. No grey, dear. No beige. Bright colours. That's what we need in this world. I was quite shocked when I went looking for my sister's Christmas present this year, which I've bought. Now, she might be watching today. I don't know, because it's her time sort of thing. So I won't tell you what it is. But I went in several shops looking for something red. Oh, that was hard work. Black and grey. All black and grey. Miserable, dull colours. There's not enough colours in this world. There really isn't. Good morning to Ray Reynolds. Ray and Johnny will be appearing at the Booze Brothers at the George... What's he doing here? What's he saying? This is bloody commercials, dear. Getting your adverts in, Ray? Where have you joined in with the show? You just shoved up an advert on my blooming show. Cheek of it. Ray and Johnny will be appearing as the Booze Brothers at the George Tavern, Commercial Road, Stepney, London at 4:30 today with their tribute to George Formby, cleaning the windows during the Halloween special of the Variety Bunker with Mr. Meredith and the divine Miss M until 7 o'clock. There you are, you got an advert there. That's £10, please. No, you can't pay weekly. £10, please, Ray Reynolds. I'll have 10 quid off you when I see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Or don't think I'm going to push the buttons for you to sing on my new microphone. Morning, Ray. Thank you. Good morning to Kevin. Morning, Kevin. He's in Australia. Morning, sir. Let's hello to Al. I hope I get your name right. Al Hassani Ahmed from the Middle East. Good morning to you, sir. Welcome to our little show. Just a little bit of fun that we have most mornings of the week. You're very welcome to join in, okay? Heidi sings on the record. Yeah, I know Kelly sings on the record, but does Jason sing on there as well? Lee loves Kelly. You must have worked with her a few times, Lee. Isn't she wonderful? Such a great, proper, professional person, you know, on the stage. Wonderful, wonderful. Kevin likes Radio 2 and Radio Gold, 88 to 91 FM. This is Radio 2 from the BBC. Now, they have great personalities on, don't they? But I think it was a great shame that they took off all the nighttime staff. They don't have anyone on at night, do they? That's only happened in the last few months, about 6 months ago. They cut all the nighttime. It's all recordings now at night. That's a great pity, that is. Radio 2, you know, of all stations. Shame. What a blooming shame. Morning to Jerry Green, who's had an extra hour's sleep. Yeah, I didn't notice my extra hours, Jerry. I was saying earlier. Waitrose Dutchy Leaf Tea. Thank you, Adrian. I'll try some of that as well. What email? Where have you sent an email, Wayne? Please read your email from me. What email? Have you sent an email? When's that? What, just now? I haven't given out an email address. How have you sent an email? Kevin says, yeah, I tried your karaoke last night. Enjoyed it. Good. Glad you did. I watched most of the karaoke you had on last night. Thanks for the great show. Enjoyed singers on that Sheila. Do it again sometime. Yes, we like the karaoke. People do enjoy watching the karaoke, don't they? Vera loves Celine tea. Black vanilla tea. No. No black vanilla tea. No, I like tea to be tea. None of this blooming raspberry infusion or orange and lemon stuff. That's not tea. How is that tea? It's not tea. Tea is black, and that's it. If you're drinking anything else but black tea, then you are racist. Oh, dear. Well, she didn't get through to Eurovision. Better Be Good to Me was the one. I think it was one of the songs, that's Kelly, that she put in for... to represent the UK, but I think it came second or something. I can't remember who won that last year. Good. Now, let's just check our emails, because Wayne is going on about some email that he sent in. Was this recently, or is it an old one, Wayne? Let's have a look on here. Wayne, I don't see an email from you there, Wayne. Are you lying to me, dear? Oh, here it is. Here it is. One moment, please. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's not yours, is it? A false black widow spider has been found in Bruce Lawrence's bathroom. Oh, look at the size of that bastard. Oh. Sorry, I don't like to swear on the morning shows. Oh, that's an evil-looking thing. I've got quite a lot of spiders. I've actually got quite a lot of spiders at the moment in webs, dotted around my house, not inside the house. Not inside that, around the house. I don't like to kill spiders. I don't like to kill anything. This is since watching the first episode of the new Star Trek, or it might be the second one, right? Because there's this big monster in there. I did tell this yesterday. There's a big monster in there, and everyone said, "Oh no, it needs to be killed," and all this. Except one of the members of the Star Trek crew, Michael is her name, a girl, beautiful lady actually, and she's She says, why do you want to kill it? Oh, it wants to kill us. Yeah, but does it? Why does it want to kill you? That's the question, you see? And she said, but you don't understand it. And, well, she got to understand it, and then it didn't want to kill them anymore. So I watched this episode with my mate, and then he said to me, I said to him, is that the same as us killing a wasp? And he looked at me and he said, yes, it is. And ever since then, I can't kill anything anymore. I'm treading carefully around ants that are running outside and all that business. And the spiders, you'll be surprised, spiders, I generally pick up with my hand and put them outside. That's frightening. Not big ones, no. The little ones. Little ones, I can actually pick those up and put them outside, gently. Big ones, I think it's going to be a glass on a piece of paper. That's assuming the spider is small enough to get under the glass. Have you been to Australia? My God, spiders the size of buses, dear. Walking up and down Oxford Street in Sydney. Massive, great spiders, like that they are. Legs everywhere. You've never seen so many legs. God's sake. They must have terrible trouble washing, mustn't they, spiders? I'm tired after just doing my 2 legs. Huh? Nasty spiders. Wayne says, Chris, that was found in a house near you. Oh my God. I'll keep that picture and I'm going to print that. Oh, I haven't got a colour printer. How am I going to look? I'm going to look at that picture. No, I'll put it on my phone and go outside and check the spiders that are in the webs outside, which are getting bigger. I leave them. I've got quite a lot of webs around, within branches and things like that. Sometimes I come home from work at night and I've got kind of 2 doors where I am. So I open a gate and then as I walk in, blooming spider's web. Well, you don't know, do you, how big the spider is that's made that web? You don't know? The best example I can give you of a scary spider was years ago. I was in Australia again. I've been there 5 I love Australia. I love it there. If I was offered a job in Australia doing something like this or on the radio, I would go. Absolutely, I would take the job and go. Any offers? And I was staying in Cairns, a resort, and I was on the first floor. It was only 2 floors, and then there was a little building there, and then there was the ocean in front of you. It was beautiful place, but it's full of nasties. There was a cobra. I think it was a cobra. I kid you not. No, a python. It was a python. I'm sure it was a python, and it lived in this tree, which overlooked the sort of little restaurant, which was outside. I said, where? He said, lives up there. Sometimes it comes down and you can see it. It don't attack people, though. A python living in the tree. And I would say, be careful with the rivers. Always keep an eye out for crocodiles. God's sake, man. Anyway, this spider, when you stay in a hotel or somewhere like that, because it was very small, only a few rooms, you get to know the person in the room next to you. And he knew I was English and he was Australian. And he said, here, mate, have you ever seen one of these? I said, what you got? He said, a spider. I said, well, is it a big one? He said, come and have a look. My God! Where you would go out of the door onto the balcony, across the balcony where the handrails are, was this web. And this spider, well, I'm sorry, it was the size of a blooming bird. It was the size of a bird. And this spider's in the middle of this web. He said, come out and have a look. I said, I ain't coming out. And he said, go on, come out. So I did. I kind of peered out. He said, right, watch this. And God's sake, he twanged the web and it didn't break. That's how strong it was. He's twanging this web. The spider's, going like that as the web's being twanged. At which point I said, well, why isn't it moving? Because it knows I'm not something that it wants. It's waiting for some large insect. If it's bad enough with the spiders that side, just imagine the size of the insects that are about to fly into the web. The web's got to be that strong because these insects are so big and strong. Ghastly things, dear spiders. Ghastly. But we can't be killing spiders, not even that side. I can't show you, Heidi, because it's on the email, and I haven't. If I show you a picture, Heidi, it is possible. Actually, it is possible, but it's a lot of mucking about to take an instant picture and shove it on there. Wayne, why don't you take your picture and put it on among these comments? You can do that, can't you? I would have thought. Get your spider picture and put it along with all the rest of the comments, all right? Heidi's desperate to see the spider. Some people keep them as pets, don't they? Snakes and spiders. Why would you want to keep one of those when you can go and get a nice little pussy cat and cuddle it up like that? I haven't got a cat anymore. My cat left me in June this year. A mass will be said for her at church. My mate's got 4 cats. They're lovely, they are. 3 boys and a girl. The girl is really friendly. Really friendly. She likes touching and stroking. And if you sit down, she's round your legs, wanting to jump up and give cuddles and all that. Then he's got 2 ginger ones, which like to be stroked but not picked up. Long-haired things they are. Lovely creatures, but they hate being picked up. And then there's Ralph. Ralph is special. He's I don't know what it is. He's got something. Spends most of his time asleep. He can curl up and be on a chair for 2 or 3 days at a time. After which point it wakes up, opens an eye. The most beautiful blue eyes this cat's got. Ralph the cat. He's named all his cats after designer labels. There's Ralph, Louis, Vuitton, and God, what's his name? Forgotten the name of the female cat. Lauren. Ralph, Lauren, Louis and Vuitton. Lauren is the friendly one. Ralph has the most beautiful blue eyes, and I remember holding him in one hand. He's a big cat now. You wouldn't want to have a row with him. He could do some serious damage. And I'm always gentle going towards a cat. A cat needs really to come to you. It has to choose you. Sometimes, I could be walking home and I see a cat and I'm straight down. Hello, come on. And sometimes they walk off. Or sometimes they might just sit down and look at you. And you take a step forward and then they get up and take a step back. Okay, doesn't want to know me. Other cats come to you. You can be walking along and you meow, meow. And there's this cat running towards you. And it's around your legs and it wants to be picked up and cuddled. A cat has to choose you, you see. You can't force yourself on a cat. Indeed, Ralph, when I go in, usually I give him a little stroke, an eye might open, and I'll wait. I'll wait to be invited for a stroke. And he'll do that to you, and then you're in. My mate had a visitor once. I think it was like a tradesman or something like that. And the cat was sitting down. And he said, well, what a nice cat. And he put his hand down and the cat bit him. Ralph bit him. Obviously didn't like him. I think animals are very good judges of people. They really are. Good morning to Wayne. Ronnie's with us this morning. That's the person who owns the 4 cats I was talking to you about. That's my mate Ronnie. Okay, with the cats. Good moaning, he says. I don't moan, thank you very much. Good morning to Alan. Good morning, sir. Look like Christopher Eccleston. I've been told that by people before. Yes, Doctor Who. God, we got one at Christmas, and then it's not on until September next year, is it? Doctor Who. God, why couldn't they just put it on at the same time every year like they used to? They swap and change these blooming programmes now, don't they? Good morning, Alan. Welcome to the show, sir. Have I seen Gunpowder? Yes. I've seen the first episode. God, that's gory, isn't it? Was it my sister? I think my sister said, they're all... No, it was Ronnie. Ronnie said, was it my sister? I don't know. But they're all complaining about Gunpowder, which is on Saturday nights on BBC One Colour, about it being gory. But that's how it was then, you see. You know, people would do something wrong or be wronged, one of the two. And they would be dragged up to some sort of stage outside somewhere and beheaded or had limbs cut off or, basically be killed for people's entertainment. That's how it was then, If you're going to do telly, you've got to do it as it was. Don't soften it up, surround it with little balls of cotton wool or anything like that so that no one's offended. I'm really offended by that. Well, turn it off then. Just turn it off. It's not hard. No, they don't turn it off. They say, I'll watch a bit more. I don't like this. Oh. It's a bit like that, isn't it? Oh, dear me. Alan's in Australia. Hello, sir. They have spiders as big as dinner plates. I know, I've seen them, Alan. And the huntsman, they had this huntsman spider. It jumps. I kid you not. This blooming thing will jump on you. But the big ones aren't poisonous. The huntsman will bite you, but you won't die from it. Very unlikely unless you get infection. It's the little ones, little redbacks, and I think whitebacks as well in Australia. But you never see them. You just don't see them. I joke a little bit with you, You don't really see endless snakes and spiders. I've probably done so much harm to the Australian tourist industry on this programme. If a few people were watching, I think. So there we are. Good morning to Kevin in South Carolina, 7:51 a.m. there. Good morning to you, sir. Hope you're well in South Carolina. Kevin went to Harrods yesterday shopping. What did you buy, Kevin? Anything nice? Buy anything nice there? If I ring up for BC in Brisbane or ABC, you'll definitely get a job. Do you think so? Do you think so, Kevin? I'd like that. I would move countries to get the right job. Not the right money. Not the right money. Money is immaterial. I've done very well over the years, right? But I never came in, I said this so many times now, I never came in to do the stuff I do to make loads of money. That's immaterial. It's satisfaction of doing a job that I would love. Now, I'm very, very lucky now. Since getting rid of that job in Clapham, I mean, I didn't really get rid of it. I was doing a DJ job in Clapham on Thursday nights, and I'd been there 18 years. About 8 years ago, I got really fed up with it. Really fed up. But I just stayed for the cash. It was so easy. It was easy money, but I was as bored as anything there. And a few weeks ago, Governor called me in. He said, we want to go to 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, oh, no, that's it now. I'm finished now. And that's why I went. But I should have gone 8 years ago. So it was just easy money. But no, I never came into this to do money. It's about job satisfaction. And all the jobs I do now, I love. I mean, the journey getting to some of them on 3 nights a week is a blooming nightmare. But I do karaoke nights, quiz nights. I meet loads of people. I get to push the buttons. I get to try and make the sound nice for them and the lights. It's always fun. Oh, thanks for the sound, Chris. Or something like that. It's always nice. Job satisfaction. That's what it's about to me. So yes, I would move countries to do a job that I think I would like. I would do that. Thank you, Kevin. Rod is offering to buy me a one-way economy ticket. I ain't flying economy, mate. No way. You're having a lot. What, to Australia? Have you seen the state of the people who get off the planes after they've got to Sydney or Brisbane or Melbourne or coming back the other way when they're getting off at Heathrow? Have you seen the state of people getting off a plane after flying economy all those miles? And the smell! Oh, God! They pull back that curtain. The stench that comes out of that economy section on the British Airways flight coming back from Sydney at Heathrow is just awful, dear. Awful. As they opened the door of the plane, at that end of the plane, smoke alarms started going off. It was so bad. Ghastly. No, you've got to pay the money and be comfortable for a flight that long. I mean, you can do damage to yourself. What's that deep, the leg thing? What's that? Deep vein thrombosis. You get that from sitting in a chair with your legs up someone's arse all the time. Awful, awful. Thank you. Oh, it won't allow me. Oh, you can't do the photo. Oh, really? No, you can't, can you? Okay. Am I going to get this photo to you? Look, hang on a minute. Let's see if I can do it. Is everyone on my Twitter or not? I'll tell you what, I'll put it on Twitter. Hang on. Spider. What are we on? Spider. I'll put it on Twitter. And you can have a quick look at this spider, okay? Right, hang on a minute. I can do that, I think. Armando. Oh, sorry, that's someone's pictures I look at. Tweet. Right, my Twitter is Chris Reardon UK. Hang on a minute, I haven't done it yet. Spider, there it is, spider. Spider, spider, burning bright. There it is. One moment. There it is, okay. Picture, oh, hang on, the whole picture's not there, is it? Yes, there it is. Okay, I've put the picture on my Twitter, twitter.com/Chris Reardon UK. Have a look at that spider on there. I can't get it. I can't get it on there either. I can't get it within the text. And besides, people watching the show on Periscope and YouTube and all the others on there now wouldn't be able to see it on the Facebook thing anyway. So I've put it on my Twitter, twitter.com/Chris Reardon UK. Look at my Twitter there. You'll see a picture of a spider found in a house near me. A false black widow. I thought they did insurance, don't they, Black Widow? Don't they do insurance of some sort? Thank you. Kevin, I know South Carolina is in the USA. Yes, I do know that, all right. Hello to Diana, who's in Colorado, Montrose. Good morning, Diana. Welcome to the show. You're very welcome, my darling. Okay. Alan says, people in Australia keep large bird-eating spiders. Oof, I have 6 cats here, better than spiders and snakes in my opinion. In Australia, would cats... Actually, here's a question for you, in Australia. Would cats protect you from spiders? You know, like sometimes we have a problem in this country with mice. Not in my house, fortunately. Some people have a problem with mice and they get a cat. Problem sorted. Is it the same with cats and spiders? I wonder. Because I seem to remember Katie, my cat, when she was allowed in the house, she was not. I mean, the whole house. She was always allowed in the house, but after a while, I had to restrict her to the kitchen because I had a problem with asthma. But if she ever saw a spider, oh, she'd go mad, and she'd start chattering. Poor old Katie, the cat. I do miss her. I wonder if they protect you against spiders, cats. Yes, thank you very much. Cheerio, Mark. Merlin's off for lunch. Is it lunchtime? What's the time? Oh, it is. Huntsmen just make you sick. Redbacks are bad, so are the female funnel webs. Funnel webs, yeah, they're the most dangerous ones. Very, very dangerous funnel web spiders. Okay. All right. I'm sure you would do well here in England, Kevin, if you ever wanted to come over. Have you never been? I get on well with my English friends. We have a decent amount here. Oh, there's lots of English people over there, isn't there? All right. Let's have a look. I just wanted to let's just do something out of the papers this morning as well here, boys and girls. Apologies, it's become a bit impossible to read out every single message that flashes up there now because we've got quite busy with the show. So I tend to go through as long as it's of interest to everyone. Then I'll try and read them out. But I miss some of them now. There's so many flashing up past me all the time. So apologies if I don't always read every single one of your messages out, my darlings, okay? So this morning... Oh, they've changed the blooming front page now, haven't they? This morning, the Daily Mail this morning... so we've done the Daily Mail and all the media in this country. They seem to pick something... and then they go on and on about it, and then they move on to something else. So we've had celebrity paedophiles about 2 years ago. More recently, we've had loads of people coming out as being gay. Recently, we've had all these gender things. You know, you don't have to. You know, for example, if I decide, it's just the biggest load of crap you've ever heard in your life. If I sit here and decide I don't want to be identified as a man, I can identify as a woman. If I don't want to be identified as a man or a woman, I can be bilateral, bilines, by something or other. Or I may not want to identify as any of those things, in which case I can identify myself as anything I want. So today, I'm identifying myself as a goldfish. Sadly, eating too many bits of plastic that are being chucked in the sea at the moment. So we've had that. We've had the gender issues. Now it's groping. Boys and girls, it's groping. It's groping. So here's the front page of the Mail Online at the moment. Now, there was more on here. But in the last half hour, they've blooming they've moved the blooming paper on. It's sex pests at the moment. Sex pests. So on the front page of the Daily Mail at this very moment, Theresa May lets sex pests serve in her cabinet. Okay. Next story. March of the Sex Bots. These are robots. They talk, they make jokes, customizable breasts. The sex robot is no longer a weird fantasy, but a troubling reality. Not only that, where's the next one? They've changed the blooming... Oh, here we go. Diane Abbott tears into sexual harassment in Parliament. Oh, come on, love. Who's going to touch you, dear? Dreadful woman. How did she... She's thick as a plank, that one, dear. Diane Abbott. Okay, so that's on the front page here. Brexit minister, another story, all on the front page, one after the other. They are obsessed with sex pests on the Daily Mail this morning. Brexit minister sent his PA, what's that? Oh, personal assistant, sent his PA to buy sex toys. New sexism storm as prominent Tory made his secretary get X-rated gifts for his wife and a woman who worked in his constituency. Even another one. BBC suspends Radio 5 Live rugby league presenter over sexual harassment claims. Next story. We need a watchdog that takes on the Weinsteins of Westminster. Young women are preyed on. And it just goes on and on. It goes on and on. They are absolutely obsessed this morning with sex pests in the Daily Mail today. What is that all about? Huh? What the hell is all that about? And they seem to pick something and then they go full up. We had the whole gender thing a couple of weeks ago. Why can't we have something like... Why can't they do gardening? Or Disney? Something like that. No, it's got to be something like that in it. And that will go on now for a couple of weeks until they find something else to talk about. I get sick of it. And I think the thing is with these newspapers coming out and doing stuff like that, it just puts anyone off being interested in it. You know, I see another sex pest story. Oh, I can't be bothered. I don't read it. Don't bother. Or on the news, you know, even on the news, sometimes the news are a bit obsessed to it. Do you know what makes me turn off? That change channels quicker than anything else. The moment, so you're watching the news, and now the sports news. Up, quick, off. Not interested at all. Not interested. Although, congratulations to the under 17s English football team. The boys one, presumably there's a girls one because we've got lots of girls football on there, which is a good thing, I suppose. You know, women's football on the telly, boys football. Why not? All exactly the same, isn't it? Just a different sex. That's assuming that you have identified as a girl. You know, just coming back to the Daily Mail story. That's all. That's all. What have you identified this morning as? What would you like to identify this morning as? Go on, put your message up. All right. But yes, the under 17s boys football team of England have won a cup. I know what sort of cup it is. Probably not like this one, my Mickey Mouse, the Boss Cup, as presented to me by great nephew Harry and great nieces Olivia and great niece Evie. Nice, isn't it? I took them to Disney last year in Paris. Oh, never again, dear. I mean, don't get me wrong. The children had a great time. It was horrendously expensive there, especially to eat. And there's no choice. There's no choice. I'm a vegetarian. It was really difficult. I ended up eating pizzas all the time. Horrendously expensive in Euro Disney. Much more so than America. I could have taken them all to America for 500 quid less. What a joke, honestly. Right, let's go back to your messages then. Alan says, I'm a meat popsicle. That's why okay, good morning. Alan is a meat popsicle today. Good morning, Alan. Ronnie is identifying as fabulous. Perhaps a little more work on the face before you can identify as that, Ronnie. Mark is identifying as a fan of mine. Thank you, Mark. Oh, dear. Alan says they're making a mountain out of an anthill. The only way they think they can fill space in their newsfeed. That's exactly what's going on there. I just don't get it, why they go on and on. They find something to talk about and then they go for it. The whole of the front page on that Daily Mail this morning is one sex pest story after another, you know. 2 years ago, it was all celebrities, wasn't it? Oh, fed up with it. Heidi's got a story for me. £45,000 worth of sex toys have been stolen from a warehouse. Yeah, were you busy last night stealing them, were you, Heidi? Are you selling them down the market? You want to get a little store? No, well, what about a church jumble sale? That would be funny, wouldn't it? I'll have to... Good morning, Tom. Morning, Tom. You know, church jumble sales and things like that. Do you like the idea of that? You could have set up a stall. You know, there's the Christian Christmas cards. You got the I don't know, cakes over there, and there's the sex toys. Father David would be in his grave, dear. He would. Oh, Jonathan wants to know where I got the lamp from. I don't remember Jonathan. He's on YouTube. I don't know. I was just walking around and I saw it. That's how I generally buy things. You know, I can go out and look for something and not find what I want. Oh, I don't know. I've ordered a new chair from Harvey's. It took me 4 years to buy a new chair. Honestly, there's this one in John Lewis, and I kept going in there. 4 years I was going in there, sitting in it. You know, oh, I don't know if I want this or not. I bought one on Tuesday this week, so I'm waiting for that to be delivered. A couple of weeks, I think, 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. It's not a wingback, Tom. No. It's actually it's a bit like a glorified office chair. Not dissimilar to this, to be honest. Can you see that one there? It's not dissimilar to that, except it's not that colour. It's a wheat colour, and it reclines right the way back with a footstool. 250 quid. Very pleased with that. The first one I looked at was like, well, the full price was £2,500. Not for a chair. Come on. Of course, Italian design. It was comfortable, but again, so is the £250 job, you know, so that's coming soon. It can take me a long time, but generally I can be walking around and oh, that's nice, you know, like that there, and I see something, and that's it, you know. Although I don't like to spend too much money, as you well know. Let's have a look there. Kevin says, I love the small caravan park you visited. I wouldn't mind living in a small park like that in the UK. Yes, I actually I thought about buying a caravan many times, but I'm put off not so much by the price of the caravan, but rental, because you have to pay a ground rent, which is anything generally about £4,000 or £5,000 a year, which I think is a lot of money. I do. Now, the more recent one I stayed at, Willow Holt in Lincolnshire, if you buy one there, then the ground rent's only £2,000 a year, which is that's acceptable. I think that's acceptable. £2,000 a year. Okay. Caravan, £25,000 to £30,000, which you can buy, on like a credit or loan type thing if you want to. Oh, you could add it onto your mortgage, I suppose, or something like that. But a story recently shocked me. My mate's dad bought 2 caravans on the Isle of Wight. £40,000. He lives in one, rents the other one out. Recently, the caravan site has been sold. And everyone's been told they're not having they can't renew their ground rent and they've got to get off. Now, the caravans my mate's dad bought are over 10 years old, maybe 11 years. But nevertheless, over 10 years old. And he can't find anywhere that will take a caravan over 10 years old on the Isle of Wight. So he'd have to move it somewhere else, which would cost anything between £5,000 and £10,000 to move 2 caravans. Or walk away. And it's looking like he's got to walk away, and he's not the only one. £40,000 down the drain. So that's a real worry, isn't it? If you was to buy a caravan somewhere, what if the site is sold to someone else and they want to do something else with it? It looks like you've got no rights at all. That's terrible. I'm sure that can't. Now, I know a lot of Americans live in caravans, also known as trailers. Whether they have more rights than they do here, I don't know how it works there. But that's very, very bad. Very bad. Very bad. Alan says, on the subject of cats, they do chase spiders and bugs away. Mine chase anything that moves, especially those killer leaves in the wind as they blow across the balcony. Ah, yes. Yes. Kevin also says, I agree on the caravan pipes being pricey. I'd probably buy a piece of land on my own to park on it. Now, I thought about that. But I don't think you can do that. I'm sure I did a little bit of a search on Google here in the UK. I don't think you can simply buy a piece of land, put a caravan on it, and plumb it all in. I don't know why. I've got a feeling you can't do that here. You've got to have some sort of rules or something. Of course, I suppose, I don't know if it would be the same if you just troweled one and you didn't plumb it in, so you wouldn't have electricity. You'd have to have one of those empty out toilets. Oh, no. I can't be emptying out a toilet. I'm sorry, love. No. We can't be empty. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I have to be plumbed in. Kevin says that's how they do it over here. In the US, they make caravans that are bigger than some houses, can be up to 3,000 square feet for a caravan in America. They call them trailers, yes, mobile homes. We do have mobile homes here as well. And they're very popular, but not cheap. Not cheap. God, there's a place round here that does that. There's a few places round here where you can get a mobile home. Well, say goodbye to £250,000. And you got a ground rent. They're expensive things to have, mobile homes. Really are. Morning to Pete, who's back in Brazil. He was in London. He's back home in Brazil. Good morning, Pete. How's your chest infection? I didn't get it. Yesterday, I was coughing a little bit on the show yesterday morning, and there was a bit of stuff coming up, but it's not happened, I'm pleased to say. Thank you very much. All right. I think it's almost time to wrap up there. Nice to see the very good-looking Anthony Joshua. Whoa. That is a hunk, isn't it? I mean, to be honest, if I was to take my jacket off here, you'd probably think I went to the same gym as the lovely Anthony Joshua. He won! Congratulations. What a good-looking bloke. Anthony Joshua wins the boxing last night. Certainly does. Now, here's a thing. One more item of news before I go. Are you going to get the new X phone? iPhone X or iPhone 10, whatever you want to call it. I may well get one. I'm not one to upgrade something. My mate, who's with us this morning, as soon as something new comes out, oh, must have it, must have it, oh, can't wait to have it. I'm not like that. I need to see a big improvement on what I've got already. I have an iPhone SE. Okay? Camera. The iPhone 10, as far as I can see, the camera is a lot better on it and it's a lot faster, and it would be a big improvement over my iPhone SE. So I am seriously considering that this time. Now, you will, of course, be able to get one on the what do you call it? You know, on the contract. You'll be able to get it on the contract thing. So if you're not SIM only, you pay X amount per month. If you want to buy a phone and have a carrier like 3EE02 or something like this. This is on the BBC's website, as posted a couple of days ago. 3, the network 3, which is the same network I'm on. I've great network actually. 3, very fast data. I'm on the contract that gives me unlimited minutes, unlimited texts, but more importantly, unlimited data. Costs me £30 a month. I don't know what the scheme is called. I've been on that now for 2 years. I was with EE for, my God, about 20 years, but they wouldn't give me unlimited data. 3 would. 30 quid a month. I'd pay for that. I know in America and Australia, your mobile rates are horrendously expensive there, aren't they? Mobile phones. Here in the UK, it's actually quite well regulated, the mobile companies here. The government have at least got that one right. 3 have announced a £117 per month contract for the iPhone X. That's $150 a month. My God. It's been described as extreme and crazy on social media. The 2-year deal, which include unlimited data and talk time, so that's what I've got. But I've got SIM only, you see. I buy the phone and I go SIM only. My SIM only contract with 3 is 30 quid a month. You can't complain about that. The 2-year deal, which includes unlimited data and talk time, is for the largest version of the device. So that's the big one. Now, I don't know about you, but those big phones just are too big, especially if you're making a call. Not only that, people with iPhone 7s, they are the worst phone ever for losing people's voice the moment they turn their heads. Or do this is how you hold a phone correctly, like that, right? And I've noticed, and it's only people with iPhone pluses, the plus ones. So 6 plus, I think was there has there been a 7 plus? I don't know. Anyone who with the larger phone, the moment they do that, or do that, you can't hear the people. You've heard them call in on the show when we've had the phone lines open. You just lose it altogether. So I never, ever recommend anyone to buy one of those plus phones because you just can't hear them. It's so critical where you hold that phone. The iPhone 7 Plus and the iPhone 6 Plus are dreadful for being able to hear a person at the other end. Anyway, the 2-year deal, which includes unlimited data and data, is for the largest version of the device. The same contract with an iPhone 8 costs 44 quid a month, plus £99 upfront fee. The handset is sold for Apple for £1,149. But under 3's deal, customers could end up paying more than £2,100 based on its current SIM-only charges. 3's current all-inclusive SIM only deal was £29 a month. I think that all-inclusive one that I've got, £30 a month, is only £29 a month now. The firm said it has various tariffs to suit different customers. There's a small amount of people that prefer not to pay an upfront cost, yet want access to all-you-can-eat data, minutes and texts that is aimed at them. 3 told the BBC. There are cheaper alternative, it added. All right? So there we are. I mean, God's sake. Can you just imagine having a phone contract on £117 a month? Yes, Heidi, I do. I mean the plus phones, the like 7 plus, 6 plus, whatever they are. The large ones, the iPhone ones. I don't know about the other ones. It's only the iPhone Plus phones. I have real problem hearing people who are calling from an iPhone 7. Adam the plumber often calls in, and he's had to change phones before because he keeps moving his head. And then you say to stop moving your head, and they swear blind they're not moving their head, but they are. You know they are. Doesn't happen with any other phone. The blooming Plus, iPhone Plus phones are dreadful. Perhaps they'll sort that problem out on the 10. I don't know, because they'll have a big one of that, won't they? Alan's with Vodafone, $50 a month, which is about £25. It's probably about £30 a month. That's not bad, Alan, is it? £30 a month, $50 a month isn't bad at all, is it? Kevin's got a Samsung. A mate of mine in England was hit by a delivery van yesterday on his way to uni, just after pre-ordering the iPhone X. Oh my God, is he all right? Is he all right? Dear me. All right, Cardi wants to know what the Twitter is. Chris Reardon UK. Twitter.com/Chris Reardon UK, and you'll see the picture of the spider there, darling, okay? Morning to Ben. If you took my jacket off, I'd look like a ring post. What's a ring post? I don't know what that is. A ring post. Ring post. Is that like a... I don't know what a ring post is. What is a ring post, Ben? We don't know. Afraid we don't know. Oh, he is okay. All right, then. Because I was going to say, Kevin, if he did die, can I have the phone that is ordered? Oh, I'm terrible this morning. All right, darling. Let's do today's birthdays, and then I'll do your final lot of messages if you've got any coming in there, boys and girls. Happy birthday this morning. Very, very important birthday to the lovely Shania. Regular viewer and correspondent to this show. She's on the Isle of Wight, and she's such a nice person. I've met up with her a couple of times. Happy birthday to Shania this morning, okay? Shady JD. Now, I don't know. Jamie, isn't it? I'm sure you're Jamie. Shady JD today, it says he's 29 years old today, although I don't know if that's right or not because your name isn't coming up, Jamie. So if it's your birthday tonight, Jamie, and you haven't set that, happy birthday to you. If it isn't, then wait and I'll say it again when it is. Kirstina Bond today is 45 years old today. Happy birthday, Kirstina. Simon Wilson. Good morning, Simon. 38 years old today. Happy birthday, Simon. George Knight. Hello, George. 24 years old today. Happy birthday, George. Dave Plant is 33 years old. Looks like a dog, dear. Is that a little dog? Little pug dog on your Facebook picture. Daniel Jerome, 55 years old today. Curly Sultan, happy birthday to you. And Christopher Allen Sherf, I think it is. Sherf. It's your birthday as well today. So happy birthday, boys and girls. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right? Happy birthday, boys and girls. Shania's 21 today, aren't you, darling? Happy birthday, Shania. You lovely lady. Now, I thought I saw... Ronnie wants to go to House of Fraser and John Lewis. What, again? We went twice last week, didn't we? Or the week before? Thank you very much. All right, let me just pop through back those, and that's good. Good. Okay, tonight, it's Sunday night, boys and girls. Just two things before I go. Sunday night today, so I'll be hosting karaoke tonight. If you're in North London, in Camden Town, do join us for Camden Karaoke at the Camden Eye. So it's Karaoke Eye at the Camden Eye tonight. Camden Eye tonight. Each and every Sunday between 8 and 10:45. Tomorrow morning, I'll be hosting my music and chat show. That's at uploadradio.com. If you're anywhere in the world, you can listen on uploadradio.com at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for the show. If you can't be with us at that time, or you might want to listen to last week's show, then you can listen now if you want to. It's music and chat, similar to this, but with music in the middle and stuff like that, and jingles and things like that. It's a bit old school, okay? It's quite old school. Go to uploadradio.com, click on Find a Show, click on C, look for the Chris Reardon Show, Click on there and you'll see a number of episodes there, actually. The Chris Reardon Show are the music and chat ones. Just click on any one of those if you're not doing anything this afternoon and you want to hear one of the old ones. The new one is on tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Uploadradio.com, as I say, all over the world on the website. Or you can listen on DAB in London, North Yorkshire, Wrexham, Liverpool and Chelsea. Not Chelsea, Chester. In Chelsea as well, in London. Okay, South London. Okay, that's it for the show today. Thanks very much for joining me, boys and girls. I'll see you again very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.